Hello friends, now we are going to start topic equation of line. Now in equation of line there are four types. First of all, we will see all the four types one by one. What four forms are there one by one. Now all these four forms are depend on what is given. Okay, after that we will solve some examples and then we will solve the exercises 5.2, 5.3 and so on. Okay, so in short I have written here these are the four forms. First I have written SI. SI means slope intercept. The first is slope intercept form. Now in the slope intercept form you will be given slope and y-intercept. You will be given slope and y-intercept in the first form. What do you mean by y-intercept? Where the line cuts the y-axis is the y-intercept. Okay. Now in such examples maybe they will give theta and y-intercept. If theta is given, you know that you can find out the slope by tan theta. Correct? That means if theta is given or m directly is given, we can use slope intercept form. I have written there in short form, that is SI, slope intercept form, and the formula for that is y is equal to mx plus c. The second form is SP, that is slope point form. Now in this case slope will be given, one point x1 y1 will be given and you have to find out the equation of line. Now it is possible that instead of slope directly they will give the inclination of the line is 30 degrees and passing through the point x1 y1 or 2 3 5 6 something. In that case what is given? Theta is given. That means you can find out the slope tan theta. So ultimately what we have? Slope and 1 point. So you have to use slope point form. So what is the formula for slope point form is given there? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So in this case you have to use the slope point form, because whenever we are going to solve the examples or exercises I will just say that use SI, SP, 2P and DI, something like that. Okay, remember one thing. Now here I say where the students get confused. Now suppose theta and y-intercept is given. So some students feel that how will I find the equation of line, because it is fitting nowhere the theta is given. Then how can I solve this? But remember, you know that m slope can easily find out by m is equal to tan theta or y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. We have this formula also with us. So maybe in the first case you will be given slope or theta and y-intercept. In second case, SP case, you will be given 1 point through which the line is passing and m or theta. Okay, so we'll use SP here. What is the third type? The third type is 2P, that is 2 points. 2 point form. Now in this case you will be given x1 y1 and x2 y2. These 2 points will be given. They will give these 2 points. So in that case you will be using 2P formula, that is 2 point formula. Okay, and what is the formula for that? X minus x1 upon x1 minus x2 is equal to y minus y1 upon y1 minus y2. Simply you have to put x1 y1, x2 y2, numerals may be given and you will find this. Okay, now variation. Variation means you know that you have 2 points. means any one point you can take and you can find out the slope by this method, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, correct? So when from these 2 points you can find out slope and take any one point and use this formula, doesn't matter, it is one and the same. In the both the cases, by both the methods, you will get the same answer. And what is the last, fourth one is double intercept form. In double intercept forms means you will be given x-intercept and y-intercept. X-intercept where the line cuts the x-axis, y-intercept where the line cuts the y-axis. So that will be given to you. I'll write as xi and yi. This is short form for x-intercept and y-intercept. And how will you find out the equation of line? Very simple. X upon x-intercept plus y upon y-intercept equal to 1. X upon xi plus y upon yi equal to 1. So you have to remember this thing. Don't get confused in this. Depending on what is given, you have to solve the example. Now also remember the variations in this. Okay, that means if y-intercept is given and theta is given, so you have to find out the tan theta, slope and y-intercept, use SI. If slope point, one point is given and theta is given, then find out the slope first, use this point, use this formula and you will get an answer. In third case you can directly apply into this formula. When 2 points are given, you can directly substitute here x1 y1 x2 y2, okay, and then you can find out the equation of line. If you want to try by other way, that means you know that if 2 points you have, you can find the slope. So you can, when 2 points are given, even you can use this formula, slope point. How? First find the slope and then use any point and substitute in this formula. By both the methods you will get same answer. But when y-intercept and x-intercept are given, no other information is given, in that case you have to use this formula. So let us solve few examples and then we'll go to 5.2, 5.3 and so on. Okay, some variation problems we'll see and then we'll go on. Now here onwards I'll be calling only, or I will tell you only use SI form or SP form, 2P form, like I've written here, 2P form or DI form. Okay, so this chapter is extremely easy chapter. Only don't get confused in this. I already explained you when you should use which form. Okay, so let us go ahead and solve few examples. If the slope of the line is 2, the slope m is given as 2, slope of the line is given, and y-intercept is 5, then write the equation of the line. Y-intercept is given 5, find the equation of line. Very simple. Which form you will use? Slope intercept form, that is first SI form you will use, and you will use this equation, this form, y is equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to 2x plus 5. This is the equation of line. Okay, you should write this answer. Very easy, simple. Let us see another example. Write the equation 2x minus 3y minus 4. Second, 2x minus 3y minus 4 equal to 0. If this equation is given, what they are asked, write this equation in the slope intercept form, write the slope and y-intercept. Find out the slope and y-intercept. If they are asking to find out the slope and y-intercept, first you have to write this equation in slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So you have to write that slope intercept form is y is equal to mx plus c. This is your one. Or you can write that slope intercept form. and then rearrange this equation. That is, if you rearrange this, what will happen? Y is equal to minus 2x plus 4 upon minus 3, or you can simply say that we'll just rearrange the terms. 2x minus 4 upon 3. Correct? So now in this case, let us write in this form, that is 2 by 3x minus 4 upon 3. So now this equation has rearranged in this form, and you can say, comparing with the slope intercept form, m is equal to 2 upon 3 and y-intercept is equal to minus 4 by 3. Don't forget the sign. In the form it is plus, so here if it is minus, it will be minus 4 by 3. If it is plus 4 by 3, then it will be only 4 by 3 or plus 4 by 3. So this is how you are going to solve the example, and these are the variations in the different forms of the examples. Let us see one more example. Now before going ahead, let me tell you one thing. Either you can write down y-intercept, or you can write down c equal to minus 4 by 3. Since in this form c is defined as the y-intercept, you can write down c equal to minus 4 by 3, or you can write down y-intercept is equal to minus 4 by 3. Now let us solve next example. If point is given 4 minus 3, if the point 4 minus 3 is given, is a point on the line AB and slope of the line AB is minus 2. So they have given slope of the line is minus 2. Slope of the line is given minus 2. Write the equation of the line. Now here, which form will you use? SP, because slope and point is given, and our SP is this, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So let us solve this. So our SP format or the form is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is minus 3. Write down minus 3 in bracket. Don't try to solve that directly. Okay? Let one step be added. Is equal to m means minus 2 into x minus 4. Now we will solve this. Y plus 3 is equal to minus 2x plus 8. Now don't stop here. We will further simplify this and will equate to 0, because linear equations are generally like that. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That is the linear equation. Okay? So you have to always simplify this in the format of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. You have to simplify the equation of line in this format, because this is the format or the sample of linear equation in two variables, which is nothing but the equation of line. Okay? So let us simplify this further. Transform from right hand side to left hand side. So 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. So this is your final answer. Okay? 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0 is the equation or is the required equation. Let us see next example. Write the equation of line PQ if P is minus 2 minus 3, minus 2 minus 3, and Q is 4 5. Now how will you solve this? This is a clear example of 2P, that is 2 point, and we know the formula for solving the 2P style of examples. But this can also be solved by first find the slope of the line and then use the SP, that is the slope point format. In both the cases you will get same answer, but solving by second method, that first find a slope and then use SP, is something eating like this. because you have direct formula for 2p. So let us solve this example by 2p, 2-point formula. What is the 2-point formula? X minus x1 upon x1 minus x2 is equal to y minus y1 upon y1 minus y2. So we have, this is x1 y1 and x2 y2. So x minus x1 upon x1 minus x2 is equal to y minus y1 upon y1 minus 5. Let one step be added, but don't solve this directly. There is a possibility of missing the sign. Okay, so now we have x plus 2 upon minus 6 equal to y plus 3 upon minus 8. But we have to write the final answer in the linear form, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So let us write this example, or let us write this answer in linear form. So we will have, we will have minus 8x minus 16 is equal to minus 6y minus 18. Transform and we will get minus 8x plus 6y minus 16 plus 18 equal to 0, and our final answer will be, let us not keep the minus x. Okay, so we will have 8x, we'll change the sign, minus 6y, and here we will get 2, so it will be minus 2 equal to 0. Check further if you can divide by some common numbers. I can divide by 2, so it will be 4x minus 3y minus 1 equal to 0 is your final answer. This is the equation of line PQ. So whenever you get the answer something like this, always check if something can be divided by common number, okay, and write the final answer in this format. Final answer should always be in the format of linear equation, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Isn't these examples are very simple, just substitution of formula, but you have to be very careful in solving this. Okay, let us see one more example. Now in this example, they said that write the equation of the line making x-intercept and y-intercept as given below, and they are given 3 sub examples, that 3x intercepts are given and 3 y-intercepts are given. You have to solve one by one. We'll solve only one. Okay, so x-intercept is given as 3 and y-intercept is given as minus 2. The format we have is x upon x-intercept, or many times it is referred as a and b. X-intercept is always referred as a and y-intercept is referred as b. I'll just note it down here. X-intercept is generally a and y-intercept is generally b. So you can write x-intercept or you can simply write a. So we have x upon a plus y upon y-intercept is equal to 1. Now only substitute. X upon 3 plus y upon minus 2 equal to 1. So we have x by 3 minus y by 2 is equal to 1. Now we have to further simplify it. That is 2x minus 3y upon 6 equal to 1. So I'll take this 6 there. And finally we have 2x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Or we can further simplify it. You can simplify it further. If not, just keep it as it is, that 2x minus 3y minus 6 is required equation. Write the following equations in y is equal to mx plus c form and find a slope and y-intercept. Now in this case, this is the another variation of the example. you will be given one example in some weird form. But we know that linear equation is always in the form of x and y. And you have to just rearrange the terms and write that equation in y is equal to mx plus c form. That is our first form. Slope-intercept form. That is called as the slope-intercept form. Now, here they are given that write the following equation in y is equal to mx plus c form. But they may say that write the equation in the slope-intercept form. If they say in the slope-intercept form, means this form. And find out the slope and y-intercept. Let us solve this. The equation is given x upon 3 minus y upon 4 equal to 1. Y upon 4 equal to 1. Now you have to solve this equation very carefully. Okay? How will you solve? I will do cross multiplication. That is 4x minus 3y upon 12 is equal to 1. So 4x minus 3y is equal to 12. But we want to format slope-intercept. So only y should be on this side. So minus 3y is equal to 12 minus 4x, and hence we have y is equal to, we'll rearrange this, minus 4x plus 12 upon minus 3. So we have minus 4 by 3 means 4 by 3x minus 12 by 3, that is minus 4. So in this case we have got the slope is this and y-intercept is this. So you can write further answer that m is equal to 4 upon 3 and c is equal to minus 4. Okay? Again, very simple example. Just don't miss the calculations. I'm reminding you that don't miss the calculations, don't miss the calculations again and again. Why? Because while checking papers, I have seen many times the students know everything. They know the form, they know how to solve, they know everything, but they do some mistakes here while calculating or while doing this multiplication or transformation, and final answer is wrong. If the final answer is wrong, if I am checking the paper, I will give 0 marks. If somebody else is checking the paper, they may give you marks for steps. But what if you miss the answer in second step? So further steps are 0. So again and again I am reminding you that don't miss the calculation part of it. Okay? Let us solve few more examples. Find the equation of the line passing through the points minus 3, 4 and 1 minus 2. 2 points are given. So we have to use 2p form, that is x minus x1 upon x1 minus x2 equal to y minus y1 upon y1 minus y2. And then solve this expression or solve this equation to the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That will be your required equation. Okay, let us go ahead. Find the equation of the line passing through 3, 6, 1 point is given, and making intercept equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Now how will you solve this? Let us see what is given first. 1 point is given, 3 and 6. Then intercepts are given, 2 intercepts. I told you that you can write either xi and yi, or you can write a and b. Now they have given that making intercept equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Now what we'll do? We know that a and b. Now when the 2 intercepts are given, further they are given a is equal to minus b. Okay. Now when intercepts are given, we have to use di. There is no other way, because 2 intercepts are given, not 1 intercept. Y-intercept is not given, 2 intercepts are given. So we have to use this formula. So let us put this in form. So x upon, what is our format is? X upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. X-intercept is a, y-intercept is b. But we know that a is equal to minus b. So let us solve this. X upon minus b plus y upon b is equal to 1. So we have minus x plus y is equal to b. Now what next? How will we find the b? Very simple. If this point is on this line, this is the equation of line we got. If this point is on this line, then this line, this equation line must satisfy this point, or this point must satisfy the equation of the line if it lies on that line. Again, this point must satisfy the equation of this line if that lies on that line. Okay? Means if you are given one equation of line, then every point on that line must satisfy that equation. What do you mean by satisfy that equation? If you put the value x and y, this must be true. So let us put the value of x and y. So we have minus 3 plus 6 equal to b. So what is b equal to 3? And you know that a is equal to minus b. So what is a equal to? Minus 3. Correct? So we have found out the x and y intercepts. Now what they are asked? Find the equation of the line. Now you can substitute in our format again, once again. So I say that x upon minus 3 plus y upon 3 is equal to 1. Or instead of this, you can put here itself. Now you have found out the value of b. That is 3. Here also it will be same. Either you can put a, b value in the original form, or now you have simplified this. So instead of this putting in the original form, we can substitute here also. So let us substitute there instead of in the original form, because this equation is already derived. So I will say that minus x plus y is equal to b means 3. So what is the equation of line? Now we have to write in linear form. So I will write minus x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. This is the linear form, but generally we don't put the negative sign to x. So I will write it again. X minus y plus 3 equal to 0 is the required equation of line. The problem is not difficult, it is just tricky. Let us see the problem again. They gave one point and they said that the two intercepts are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So we have first substituted this and find out the one intercept. Then we found the second intercept, because that is just opposite in direction. Now in this case they have not asked to find out both the intercepts. They are not asked to find out both the intercepts. It is not actually required to find out the a here, but better if you can find the a. Okay, write both. Y-intercept is this, so x-intercept is this. Because some students may make use of a and b used directly in this formula, or some students may use this ready-made equation and substitute the value of b here. Correct? And then once we got this, how we found out the b? Substitute this point in this equation, because this point lies on this line, so it must satisfy this equation. We found the value of b. Substitute in this equation itself and you will get final equation somewhere like this, and you have to write the final equation in the form of linear equation, equation of line. Example is P, Q and R coordinates are given. P, Q and R the vertices of triangle. Now in such case, whenever some quadrilaterals, parallelogram or triangle comes, draw diagram. Okay. If P, Q and R, they are given, P is 2, 3, Q is -1, 2 and R is -3, -4. If this is the case, what they further say are the vertices of triangle, find the equations of all the medians of triangle PQR. Medians means if this is the one side, you have to join midpoint to opposite vertices. This is the one median. You have to find out the equation of the medians. This is the one median, second median and third median. Okay. If you want to, now forget about triangle. Forget about triangle. Now what is given? For this line what is given? Only one point is there. But they say this is the median. That means this side equal to this side. That means this is the midpoint of PQ. Write down one formula. When you have the midpoint of some line, the midpoint of the line can be given as x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y1 plus y2 upon 2. This is the formula for midpoint. So whenever you want to find a midpoint of a line where the two endpoints are given, numbers are given, then you can find out by this method. What is the variation? Now forget this problem. What is the variation? They will give one line. Okay, 3 points, midpoint. Now they will say midpoint is given, but one of the point may have the k, that is 2k, and 4, 7 is the line, end point of the line, and coordinates of the midpoint are 1, 7. Find out the value of k. In that case, you have to use this formula. Substitute in this formula. Okay, because midpoints, you know, equation of line is given. This is the variation. Just write down this formula. This is the formula for midpoint of any line. Okay. Now coming back to this problem, now you have to find out the equation of all the medians. Let us just find out the equation of the first median. So what is the coordinates? I will say this is the M, this is the N, Mn, and this is the O. Let's say that. So now let us find out the coordinates of M. What are the coordinates of M? Are the x1 plus x2 upon 2 M and y1 plus y2 upon 2. So the coordinates of midpoint are 2 minus 1, that is 1 upon 2, and y1 plus y2, that is 3 plus 2, 5 by 2. So these are the midpoints of the PQ. So now you have got 2 points, M and R. So you can easily find out the equation of line MR by which form? 2P form. 2 points. You have 2 points, x1, x2, y1, y2. So please pause your video and solve this equation right now. Please do it now. So the equation of this line is 13x minus 7y plus 11 equal to 0. This is the equation of one median, that is the first median. In the similar way, you have to find the equation of OQ and PN. All three medians equation you have to find out. Okay, so please pause your video here and just for practice find out the equation of PN and QO. Then we will go ahead. So friends, we have solved few examples here. We saw few types of examples, and we also saw how to use these formulas or these forms for those examples. Always remember, write down what is given first, then decide which form is to be used, and then solve the example. So now we will solve remaining exercises. Thank you.